Mexican, that make pesos. Get your sus, I'll replace those. Never save, no name, though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man. Got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking to...
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and our home team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Watch it. One. Alpha.
Mariota now from the 50. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Casey Hayward with a sack on the well-timed corner blitz. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Any day. Let's 57's right. Here we go, D.
Third and long here for Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 57's Mike. Mike 57. And we hold on. It's heavy on the edges. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Strip the ball.
They go play action now. Taylor. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go, fellas.
The Titans take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Derrick Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Pull it together. Hey, three.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
A first down throw for Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Henry. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got Smith here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. We're scoreless after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Gordon. Oh, nice move. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
54 Mike. You're not done. You're not ready. Check, check. Lucky. Lucky.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Mariota on first down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mostert. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mark, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 yards, good enough for a first. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2. Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Let's go. 56. Mike's 56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
3rd and 2. Now Taylor. Open man. It's Allen. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they got themselves a 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Now Gordon on first down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Play action. Now Taylor. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. That was close to a big play. Just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
On second down, here's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Don't get nervous. Three. One.
Mariota now to throw on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Taylor finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Taylor. And it's intercepted at the goal line. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get tight. Let's go. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Taylor to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They're not ready. Y'all playing the wrong football. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the 36, Taylor. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now it's Taylor. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. On first down, Gordon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a first and 10.
It's our time. Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day, pump.
Now Taylor. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Now Taylor going to lead his guys up to go for 2.
I know he ain't got it. Check the backer.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And the busy night for Henry continues. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Check. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Man out. 3.
Mariota from the gun on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Taylor caught by Allen. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Brings up third down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Gordon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now Taylor gets it to Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 57. In your face. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. 57. Mike 57.
Here's Taylor to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Ready?
From midfield now, here's Taylor. He's airing it out for Williams. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check Mike 39. They're running it. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hayward. Scared. Scared. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Watch twist.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Taylor. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make...
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. It's complete to Williams. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 14-yard line.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
57 to Mike. I smell fear in it.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to... And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Vincent Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
57 to Mike. 57.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. He's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, check Mike.
Throwing again, it's Taylor. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Keep running. Stop your whining. Come on. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Yeah. Hey, check Mike 39.
Now Taylor on first down. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard, and a big turnover there.